Hello everybody and welcome to another Q&A answers. I decided to do this behind the camera because I tried doing it in front of the camera and it was pretty difficult. So I decided to just go ahead and put some interesting figures in front of the camera for you guys so you can just look at something while I'm answering questions. And I got a lot of questions for this Q&A. I really want to thank you guys. I got some pretty interesting questions, ones that I won't be answering or showing because they're just funny. Yeah, guys, this is the Q&A. I will be answering most of your guys' questions, and let's get on to it with the first question. First question comes from Johnny Wallows, and he's asking, what is your least favorite clone battalion? I would say it probably is the Ahsoka guys. The guys that just look like Ahsoka. I know Lego Master Gold is going to kill me for it because he actually has a full 501st cosplay of them. But I don't know. I don't really like that whole design. I think that was something that was canceled from the Clone Wars, or just I'm not exactly sure what it is. But I don't know. Maybe because I'm just not a huge Ahsoka fan. I actually don't really like Ahsoka much at all. But yeah, maybe that. I don't know. Just because it's my least favorite doesn't mean that I dislike it, because it's hard to pick that. It's hard to pick a least favorite from stuff you still like without people thinking that you dislike it. You know what I'm saying. Gurola asks, what would be doing for further subscriber milestones, 5,000, 10,000? I don't know just yet. I'm hoping I get there. I should be hitting 5,000 probably, soon-ish, given how the channel is growing so fast, which is crazy. But 10,000, I don't know. I'd say we're probably going to be in JCC 2.0 by then. It'll probably be really different and weird, but yeah, yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for the 3K. I appreciate it, and, let's keep this ball rolling. What is my favorite clone in the 501st? I don't know. I've always liked Bo. I'm not exactly sure why. I've just always liked the character of Bo. He doesn't have much of a character, but I just really like his design, just being a blue 501st Bly. I don't know. I'd say Bo. Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Tragedy. That's a way to pronounce it, right? No, I haven't, and I don't want to hear it anymore because it's a dead meme. Please stop, please. His real question, though, Gar Saxon or Fenral? Probably Fenral because he's blue. I like his armor more than Gar Saxon's. This person is asking about Dr. Aphra being the winner of the Fans' Choice poll and whether I like it or not. Yeah, I'm fine with it. I like it more than Jaina Solo because I feel like Jaina Solo was a bit of a EU fanboy, probably spamming the voting. That's probably what happened. Because honestly, who wants a Jaina Solo, really? But yeah, it's it's nice. I'm not too familiar with the character whatsoever because I don't read comics, but yeah, Dr. Aphra, I'll take it. It's an interesting looking character, and who knows, may make for a pretty good figure. How long have you been collecting Star Wars figures? Says LOL of the Senate. Pretty much as long as I can remember, ever since I was like 4, and then like 8. Around those times. Because when I was 4, of course, I had action figures and toys because, well, I was a kid. But, as time progressed, I kind of matured with my toy buying more, and it became more of a hobby. So, I'd say around like 10 years ago is when I really started. What figure do you want to see in the new vintage collection? Pretty much, vintage characters that could use a vintage card back version. Maybe a re-release of Ree-Yees, maybe, Squid Head. Characters like that didn't really get a proper, TVC updated figure. Like maybe a new Princess Leia in her A New Hope outfit. I'd really like that one. Just stuff like that, maybe some new characters from the new movies. I'd appreciate those, but yeah, just whatever they give us. Who's your favorite non-clone Star Wars character? Grand Moff Tarkin, without a doubt, 100% Grand Moff Tarkin. I love Grand Moff Tarkin. I love Peter Cushing's performance. I loved Grand Moff Tarkin in Star Wars Rogue One. I love Grand Moff Tarkin. Grand Moff Tarkin is my favorite. I mean, of course, Commander Cody will always, be my favorite Star Wars character because of nostalgia and being a clone commander, but when it comes to, like, the character, the personality and their importance in the universe, Tarkin is my favorite. What got me into collecting? Like I said, I've just been collecting ever since I was a kid. It was something where I bought toys as a kid, and then that just kind of progressed into more mature action figure buying. And also, what do I do outside of toy collecting, like hobbyish? I don't know, not much, really. I don't really do much outside of toy collecting. I do YouTube videos. Did you know that? Did you know I make YouTube videos? Yeah, I make YouTube videos. I do that. I like walking. I think walking's pretty fun. I like playing video games from time to time. I'm not a huge video game player. You know, if I have free time, I want to sit down and watch YouTube videos or watch Netflix, something like that. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. What's up, y'all? Dumbass reviewer here asks, thoughts on the whole YouTubers, specifically toy collectors, not making the money they used to. Uh, eh, this whole situation. I don't know if you guys know, but I do make money from YouTube. I have made a fair amount of money from YouTube. Not that much, but still, I've made a pretty good chunk of money. And that's not the reason I do YouTube. I don't do it for the money, you know, because it's a nice bonus, and I'm investing that money into improving the channel. But I'd say, yeah, if you're surrounded in a room full of toys, like right here, I got a toy like $20, $20, $10, $15, $25. Yeah, if I got like over $100 of toys just like right here, right in this little group, then you shouldn't be begging for money. That's just my opinion, you know. If you got toys and you can sell them to get money, just sell them. Who is your most hated clone trooper? Easily the Bad Batch. Easily the Bad Batch. Took me no time to think about this. The Bad Batch are the only clones that I actually dislike. I do not like the Bad Batch. I dislike them. I hate them, as Anakin Skywalker would say. Yeah, they're Delta Squad ripoffs. They look like, you know, DeviantArt original characters. They have like the weird faces and the different voices that just really scream like, oh, this is a fanfic character. Whoa, look at that. It just seems too... I don't like it at all. I don't like their different armors. It's just... It's weird. It's ununiform. It's obviously something that it looks like they just went to DeviantArt, saw a custom team that some like 13-year-old drew, and just put them in the Clone Wars. I'm happy they were never in any finished episodes because I can't stand them. What was your first clone trooper ever? My first clone trooper ever was, this guy. This exact figure was my very first clone trooper figure ever, the original 2002 Clone Pilot. And if you're wondering, yes, I did get it all the way back in 2002, if that gives you any idea about how long I've actually been, you know, doing the whole clone thing. Yeah, I love this figure. It has a really good helmet sculpt. I love this thing. It does have a broken tube back here, and I never re-glued it because it's kind of nostalgic that it broke. But yeah, it's been broken, like, ever since I was young, that's been broken. Yeah, just a really great figure. I love it. Do you prefer 3 3/4" scale or 6" scale, or do you just not care as long as it's a good toy? For Star Wars, it's one of those things where, say, some Star Wars characters like Stormtroopers really benefit the 6" scale because they're action-packed, they can do tons of different things, but Star Wars as a whole, the whole toy line, like the 3 3/4" line, has always just been about various characters, you know, just... And a lot of them don't even do that much. A lot of them just don't really fit in the super articulated, you know, oh, look at this Biff Bang Pow doing all this crazy stuff 6" scale. You know, of course, Marvel, of course, fits that. But, I don't know, Star Wars to me just never really, it's never fitted that. And I am going to make a Black Series video. I'm going to do the Hasbro Rant Part 3 about the Black Series. So yeah, I look forward to that. And also, which mobile suit do you think deserves to be in the Revive line of high grades? Without a doubt, I think we need a Revive RGM79. Yeah, we need a new GM, guys. The old GM, it's alright, but it's really old, it's unarticulated, and just comparing the old GM to the new GM ground type that came out this year, we need a Revive GM, especially given how it's an army builder. I really think we need that. Also, I would love to see a green-colored version of the Origin Char Zaku too. I would really like that. Question, can I have your babies? No, please don't. No. But yeah, we're not doing creepy DeviantArt stuff on J4. We're being cool. We're being chill. We ain't talking about no babies. He then goes on about Retroblasting's point in his Rogue One video part 2, where he's talking about how, say, TVC, ESB, Luke, and all that are, like, temporally disconnected from the movies and all that. He calls his point dumb. I think it makes sense to me. You know, if you think of original Star Wars toys, you think of the vintage stuff, and while me personally, as a modern Star Wars collector, I do appreciate those newer versions of the figures, I can kind of see that. Because, especially for him, since he grew up, you know, when the original Kenner toys were coming out, I can see where, when he thinks of the original Star Wars figures, like figures of the original movies, he doesn't think of TVC and, like, Saga Collection stuff. He thinks of the old vintage stuff, and, you know, I get his point. What Star Wars character do you want most in the 3/4-inch scale, and what character do you think hasn't been given justice in the scale? I would say most movie stuff, like the new Star Wars movies, could probably use new 3/4-inch figures. However, Lego Master Cole would probably agree with me that Pong Krell really needs a figure. Yeah, Pong Krell, please. We need a Pong Krell. I love the Umbara arc, and I would love a Pong Krell figure. What is the most expensive figure of Star Wars that you have? Greetings from Argentina, South America. Hello, hello, Argentina. The Sideshow Deluxe 212 cost me a little over 150 bucks. Yeah, without a doubt, the most expensive thing. I think it's actually one of the most single expensive things I've gotten. So yeah, there's that. Hey, dude, man, human. Hello, I identify as a non-binary, so I am personally offended by that. You're gonna get banned! What was your first 6-inch Black Series figure? It was the Wave 1 Sand Trooper when it came out. I wanted to try out the 6-inch Black Series, and the Sand Trooper blew me away, and some of the earlier figures blew me away, and then they just really started going downhill really, really fast. So, yeah, there's that. What do you think of the new Timothy Zahn Thrawn novel, and should you buy it? I don't read books, and I'm not going to read Thrawn, so I don't know. But I know my brother has read Thrawn, and he really liked it. So, I would say if you like Thrawn, if you like Star Wars, Rebels, you know, I think it goes into, like, the details of Governor Price, too, or something. So, yeah, I'd say read it if you like Star Wars books. Me, personally, I don't care about Star Wars books. Only way you could get me to read a Star Wars book is if you have Commander Cody, you know, like, as the main character. Why are you white? Yeah, I don't know why I'm white, man. Maybe it was because my parents are white, or maybe it's because I don't go out and get any sun. Maybe I'm like a pale ghost or something. I don't know, man. I don't know why I'm white. Which Gundam do I think you should get? Should you get the Barbados, the Revive RX-78-2, or the Tri-Burning Gundam? I would say the Revive RX-78-2, because it's just the generic Gundam, and it's just a really good starting kit, like, especially if it's your first. If you're just gonna have one Gundam, get the Gundam, you know? But from what I've seen, the Tri-Burning Gundam is also pretty cool looking. What is your favorite Star Wars movie? What is your least favorite Star Wars movie? And how many figures do you have? My favorite movie is without a doubt Revenge of the Sith, 100%. My least favorite, I would probably say, is maybe either Phantom Menace or Attack of the Clones, I'm not really sure. Force Awakens also is kinda like one of my more least favorite movies, but it ain't bad. How many figures I have tons. I got tons of figures. I cannot count how many figures I have. What would count as a figure? Would like a little Gashapon, little blind bag figure count as an actual figure? I'm not sure. Favorite Black Series figure besides Cody? Probably the new Vader, or maybe, you know, the SDCC Kylo Ren, one of those. I also do like the Stormtrooper Commander custom because, well, I made it. Would you buy and build more Star Wars kits, as I've seen some of the kits are better than the 6-inch figures? I only have the R2-D2 model kit because I really hated the Black Series one, but I would say I really need to get that Grievous. I don't know if you've seen the pictures of the new General Grievous Bandai kit they're doing, but oh my god, that looks so amazing. Also, I want to get the Clone Trooper. I've been a little skeptical on getting. I don't know why. Probably because they're more expensive. Like, you can see the Sazabi is huge right here, but the Star Wars model kits are like only the size of Black Series, and this thing was the price of a typical Star Wars kit. So yeah, if I have the choice between getting a Gundam kit or a Star Wars kit, I'm always going to get a Gundam kit. What is my favorite figure in my collection, and do you like Star Wars Rebels? I'd say my favorite figure in my collection is probably my Sideshow Commander Cody, just because I love it to pieces and I've wanted it ever since I was a kid. I like Star Wars Rebels, I like it quite a bit, but it's I don't know, the earlier seasons I'm not a huge fan of. Season 3 is amazing, though, and I'm looking forward to Season 4 quite a bit. If I could only pick from the original trilogy, what 3 figures or characters would I select to be released in the 6-inch Black Series? I'm gonna be honest with you, they're making a Tusken, they're making a Royal Guard, they're making a Tarkin. I can't really think of any others I'd really, really want. I just can't. I'm not too big on the Black Series 6-inch anymore, and they've pretty much made anything I would really buy from the original trilogy. I guess maybe a Bib Fortuna and a Gamorrean Guard would be cool to go with the Jabba the Hutt. I guess those would be cool. I can't really think of much else. I guess those? Maybe Ponda Baba and Evazan? I guess those would maybe be neat. I wouldn't buy them. I don't know. I guess. What is your most wanted Star Wars figure that you don't have? Any clones that I don't have. I don't have the Hidden Enemy set. I don't have the Rare Legacy Collection comic pack with the 41st Elite Commander and the 41st Elite Trooper. I don't have quite a few clones actually. I'm missing quite a few. A lot of the unarticulated clones from like earlier on in 2005 and 2003-ish, I don't have those. I'd say those are probably my most wanted. I would say right now, probably the Hidden Enemy. I really want to get that set. How did you start collecting? I don't know. Like I said, I've pretty much been here. I'll elaborate a little more on it because there actually is more to say. Like I said, I've been collecting ever since I can remember, but I would say around 2007, 8, I really started to get into Star Wars action figures, and I would say around 2009, 2010, I shifted over to Lego. I don't know if you know, but I have a pretty massive Lego collection from the time of like 2000, like late 2008 and like through to like 2011. I have so much Lego, it's crazy. Most of it's in storage right now, but yeah, I got really hardcore into Lego. And I went back into Star Wars figure collecting, but I still buy Lego sets every now and again, ones that are really neat. Like the new sets coming out, I really want the Vader transformation, and I want the new fighter tank with the clone in it, because I also collect Lego clones. I'm trying to get them all. I'm still missing quite a few Lego clones, but yeah, I'm getting there with that. Also, pie or cake. I would say probably, I don't know, depends on the cake. I really like ice cream cake. I haven't had it in years, but I like ice cream cake. Very moist cupcakes are nice, and I also like those cake pops if those are nice and moist. Pie, I'm not a huge pie fan. Of course, because I'm human, I like chocolate pie. Pumpkin pie is all right. I don't know. I'd probably say cake, even though I'm not a huge fan of cake. I prefer ice cream. If you could have any Star Wars clone that hasn't been made yet into a figure, what would it be? Probably either Commander Phil or Captain Keeley. One of those. I don't know. I've always wanted figures of them. I don't know. I just really want them. Did anyone inspire you to YouTube? Yes. Sith Lord 229 is probably my inspiration because I just saw his videos and I'm like, wow, I want to do this. And I did it. And I remember like years and years ago, I actually emailed him asking, hey, do you have any like tips to do videos? And I think I don't remember what he said, but yeah. Thanks, Steve, if you're watching this. I appreciate you, and you're cool, man. You're cool. 10 out of 10. Which Jedi is your favorite? I don't know. It always kind of changes. I would say my favorite Jedi character, like, Star Wars character with personality and all that, is probably Obi-Wan Kenobi. Commander Cody's my favorite clone, so naturally Obi-Wan Kenobi's really closely connected with him. I would say just favorite Jedi, as in character, that really doesn't have much going on besides he's a Jedi, is Kit Fisto. I've just always liked Kit Fisto. I'm trying to get as many Kit Fisto figures as I can because maybe one day I might try to do an every Kit Fisto figure ever video. I don't know. I just like Kit Fisto. He's neat. Good old Zubby is asking, what has surprised you the most about the action figure community, video creators and viewers on YouTube? You can narrow that down to the Star Wars figure community on YouTube if you'd prefer. Something that surprises me is, I don't want to get like cynical or upset, but just the amount of like superiority complex. I've seen a lot of Star Wars and just not really Star Wars, just like figure reviewers in general, kind of putting themselves on a pedestal because, oh, I have more subscribers and more viewers than you. And my channel's been growing a lot recently. I remember years and years ago, most of my friends had like 1,000 subscribers and I had like, 400. And now it's to the point where I have a lot of subscribers, and I'm not exactly sure. Like, I know I don't feel any different about making videos than I used to, but that just surprises me how some people, they're like, oh yeah, I'm the go-to reviewer. Everyone trusts my opinion. My opinion is fact. Yeah, just stop it. Who's your favorite Jedi and who's your favorite Sith? I already answered favorite Jedi, Obi-Wan Kenobi character-wise, and Kit Fisto just being a Jedi-wise. Favorite Sith, though? I mean, I like Darth Vader. I'd say he's probably my favorite Sith. But I like two other dark side wielders way more than him. I like Kylo Ren a lot more than Darth Vader, and I like Starkiller Galen Marek a lot more than Vader. I'd say probably, like, canon, Kylo. I guess you can count Kylo as a Sith. Do you collect Halo figures from the McFarlane line? If so, would you ever consider showing them? Yeah, I have a few. I think I have 3 McFarlane Halo figures. I have the, I think, wasn't the first game called Halo Wars? I have the original Master Chief from the first game. I have a blue Spartan Mark V, and I have a Spartan Centurion. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, those are really good figures. I'd say the Centurion is probably the best. Yeah, they're neat. I might show them eventually. They're in a different room right now, so I'm not going to show them now. But yeah, they're neat. I've only played Halo games casually. I have never really played the story or anything. Just goofing around on local multiplayer. What are your personal thoughts on the Black Series figures? I've already kind of elaborated a little earlier on in this video. I'd probably say I'll make a video later. I really do need to make a video on the Black Series because there's a lot to talk about there. Which is your favorite Star Wars game and why? Of course, the original non-EA Battlefront 2. I love that game. I love that game to death. Just without a doubt, that game. Who did you vote for in the Vintage Collection poll on StarWars.com? I voted for 5s. Sadly, this won't come into fruition. I also voted for 5s. It probably will happen. I can see them doing a 5s. I would actually like if they do like an Echo and 5s 2-pack. I think that'd be really cool. But how do you afford everything? I don't know. I guess some people just have more disposable income than others. I guess. I mean, I can. There you go. Do you love me, puppy? No, you are a disgrace to the family. You are nothing. You are a piece of trash. Would you to the past and watch all the original trilogy at cinema, or go to the future and watch episode 8 and 9 early? I guess I'm patient. I can wait for 8 and 9. I'd say probably go to the past and watch the original cinema. Actually, what I'd like to do is go to the past and look at the various, Kenner toys on the shelves back in the day. Because have you seen pictures of the old shelves of Star Wars toys? Wow. There's a lot of them. Do you think you can make more Battle Droid customs? Thank you for the compliment on the security droid. Maybe. I might. I don't know. I have an extra protocol droid. I know it's not a battle droid, but I've been thinking about making a custom of that. Who knows? Maybe I might do some more battle droid customs, because that was nice to make. I don't know. I might try to make a droid pilot or something. Who's your favorite Imperial officer? Tarkin. Duh. Tarkin. Grandma of Tarkin, everybody! What's your favorite Cody figure? Probably the Vintage Collection one. Vintage Collection, Legacy Collection. Like action figure, probably that one. But favorite, like, figure, I'd say probably the Sideshow. It's my favorite figure I own, so I guess the Sideshow. But, like, talking action figures from Hasbro, probably the TVC. If you were in the Gundam universe, what would your name be? What mobile suit would you pilot? And would you be a good guy or a bad guy? One thing I like about Gundam is that it's not black and white at all. Like, say with Char Aznable right there, he's very, gray with his motives, and I really like that. I'd say I'd probably be a Zeon. I don't know, I kind of like the whole idea of moving out to space. I'd probably pilot Zaku 2. Like, talking 1 Year War, yeah, Zaku 2. Maybe customized with maybe like a goof arm with the heat rod. Yeah, that'd be cool. My name, I don't know, Adam. That's my real name, Adam. How do you feel about your channel and getting so many fans? Ooh, wording it like that, geez, that makes me make me feel a little little egotistical. Subscribe, Patreon. I'm fine with it. Like I said, making videos doesn't really feel that much different now than it did before, but I've never really been someone who's appreciated, like, getting support, because I don't know if you know, but I've always been very successful academically, and I've never been one that really takes, like, support and congratulations very well. I'm a very humble person, so getting a lot of people saying, hey, I'm a huge fan, I'm your biggest fan, like, so many different people, and seeing so many different faces in the comments, getting to the point where I can't even remember who's who and get things straight anymore. I'm starting to feel what it's like to be a YouTuber, and it's getting kind of crazy, but I really appreciate the support. I really do. And also, what would you say to all the new action figure collectors out there? New collectors? Dang. I just got a great idea for a video. I could just do like a straight up tips for new action figure collectors, Can you send me that Commander Cody to show my dad? Kenner Freak 7, you sly dog. You sly dog! No. Question for you I have. Yes, Love the 212th and Commander Cody you do. Yes. What made you love them, I ask? No, I must. I don't know, they're just cool. When I was a kid, I saw Commander Cody and the 212th in the movie. They just look cool. The whole planet of Utah also is one of my favorite planets. I just love the sinkholes with the whole city in it. Just, it's so creative, and I'm really upset that new Star Wars movies don't have planets as creative as the prequels. I mean, like, especially The Force Awakens, no creative planets whatsoever. Really lackluster planets. And here you have a Revenge of the Sith with a lava planet with freaking volcanoes. You have Utah, which is one of the most unique planets. You have Kamino in Attack of the Clones. That's literally nothing but covered in water with, like, floating cities, overhead, like Bespin. The prequels have really good planets. That's my point. Do you think we could see clones such as Cody and Fox, etc. in Rebels? Maybe. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. I would really like to see Cody and Rex interact in the Imperial era. I would like to see that. Fox, I don't need to see. Fox, I don't need to see him. Why don't you like video games? I don't dislike video games. Video games are chill to play every now and again, but I don't know. I just like spending my free time elsewhere. I don't know. Video games are all right. Video games and I are chill, but I'm not a gamer. I don't go out and get new games. I just play games that I have, whatever. Would you want the Clone Wars series and the Clone Wars toys back, or old Star Wars figures before the 5 POA? That's kind of the same thing. I would say I'd like to see a Clone Wars resurgence line. Next year is the 10th anniversary of the Clone Wars, and I would love to see, figures of the Clone Wars, again. Like, I'd love to see a Pong Krell. I'd love to see Arc 5s and Echo. It'd be a great opportunity for Hasbro to bring back the Blown Wars. But, they did that with Beast Wars, too, for Transformers, 10th anniversary line. Why don't they do that with the Clone Wars? Something so massive. What was your first Star Wars action figure? My first Star Wars action figure was the original Kenner 1980 removable MC-3PO. I remember having that ever since preschool. I probably had it even earlier than that. Yeah, this has always been my first, and it'll probably always be one of my favorites. Do you know how to tight a loose joint or to loose a tight? It's B3 cuz my Commander Cody's legs are too loose. I'm not sure exactly what Commander Cody figure you have, if it's 3 1/4 inch or 6 inch. I would say if you can pop off the joint, take a hair dryer, do the heat up trick, pop it off, and maybe put some glue on it, like super glue, and then pop it back in and keep moving the joint so the super glue is just there to thicken it and it doesn't actually glue it shut. I guess that's an advice. That's an advice for you. If you were stranded on an island, what 3 things would you bring? I don't know. A food, ability to make shelter, I don't know, things to survive, like clothes, hunting tools. Probably that. I ain't gonna bring, like, movies or toys or anything. I ain't stupid. How would you think a parallel universe version of yourself would look like? I don't know, probably be happy, probably wouldn't be depressed, probably wouldn't want to kill itself, probably wouldn't want to die! I don't know. Probably look like me, except, I don't know. How would you like your Krabby Patty? I've always wanted to actually try a Krabby Patty. I know, like, at various theme parks and all that, they actually have a Krabby Patty. I wonder how it tastes. I really do. Fully loaded, if I remember the show correctly. It has ingredients that I like on other burgers. So, yeah, full loaded Krabby Patty, please. What would your opinions be on us making an hour-long meme video about you? Please don't. Keep it like 5 to 10 minutes. An hour-long meme video would be terrible. Trust me, I've sat through, I think I've sat through 1 hour-long meme video, and it was just terrible. You don't. What is your favorite Transformers figure? I'm not sure. Maybe Masterpiece Soundwave? I know I like this already Soundwave a lot, but he's not close to one of my favorites. I like the music label Soundwave a lot, too. I love that figure. The new Last Night Voyager Prime is, really cool, but I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites. The Revenge of the Fallen Leader is also really good. There's just a lot of good Transformers. Other than the 212th, what is your favorite Legion? I like the 501st. I like them a lot. I also like the 41st Elite quite a bit. I like the 327th Star Corps. I would say probably one of those. The Wolfpack's cool, but I wouldn't say. Maybe the 327th would be my second, maybe the 501st, depends on the day. Have you ever watched those wrist rockets? Yeah, actually I have, like, talking about actual Battlefront 2, yeah, watching for those wrist rockets is really important, especially in the PC version, because Super Battle Droids always shoot those damn wrist rockets, and they're super hard to avoid, so you gotta watch them! If the Clone Wars was to come back, what kind of story arc would you like to see? I don't know. I mean, I can't really say I was disappointed or upset when the Clone Wars ended. I actually thought the ending was pretty satisfying. Yeah, I can't say I was one of those that really wanted it to come back, because I've never been a huge fan of the Dave Filoni Clone Wars. It's always been kind of some episodes that are really good, and some other episodes I just want to down a cyanide pill. Yeah, Clone Wars is iffy for me. Honestly, I don't want it to come back. I want to see a different kind of animated show. If you could have any clone trooper as a new vintage collection figure, what would it be? Like a redo? Like a redo? Probably Bly. I think Bly would really make a new clone trooper figure nicely. That Phase 1 Rex that was originally going to be in the Black Series that got canceled. Yeah, I'd love to see that one. Comic Figure Blog, dropping some dank memes over here. T.A. or Figgies? Thighs. I'm a man of culture. What is your favorite piece of Jar Jar Binks fan art? This one. Can you pinpoint the exact time in your life where you realized that life is an illusion and reality only exists because we make it so? Just now. Just now. This one I wanted to answer in the video because I get this question a lot. So much, in fact, that I made a video on it quite some time ago, just answering this question. Where do you usually get your figures? I made a whole video talking about that, and it's in the description of a lot of my videos, and I still get this question, so please, if you don't know where I get my figures, watch that video. It's the best answer I can give you. What if someone broke into your room, knocked over all of your shelves, grabbed your Sideshow Commander Cody, lit it on fire, and looked you dead in the eye and said, "I hate Star Wars"? What would you do? I wouldn't be upset if he hated Star Wars. Like, I don't know. That's his prerogative, I guess. But I would probably charge him with destroying property. Probably do that. I'd probably win. What is your least favorite action figure line in general? I don't really have a least favorite line. There really aren't lines where I look at and I'm like, eh. I guess Funko Pop is one that I don't really like too much. And I'm looking at some of my Funko Pops right now, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, man. There's only one I really like, and that's the 212th. Maybe Funko Pop, maybe other Funko stuff they make. I don't like stuff Jazzwares makes, because I think the quality's really bad. I can't name just a single line. I really can't. Maybe if I think of it, I'll let you know later, but now I can't. What would be your dream Star Wars action figure series? The Vintage Collection, but with, like, 30th anniversary qualities, like with, Evolution sets, with Order 66 packs, maybe, comic packs and all that. Yeah, that would be my dream line. Maybe like a clone line, like a sub-line that just focuses on clones, like, how Marvel Legends has, Iron Man and Spider-Man and, Avengers and X-Men and Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, just maybe a clone sub-line. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd probably be my dream line. You said you don't read comics in an older video, but are you willing to be interested in reading any? No, not really. I get comics with figures sometimes, like in comic packs and Transformers when they packed comics in for a while. I haven't read most of them, and I probably never will. I don't know, comics just aren't my thing. Like, I can't just sit down and read something. I don't know, it's something with me. Maybe school. Maybe just the school system made me hate it with a passion. I don't know. Either way, it's my problem. It's not a problem with comics. I just can't. It's not my thing. What does the J stand for in your username? I did a video on this a while back, the origin of my username. Jcc2224, as some people may know, is the unit number for Commander Cody. CC, Clone Commander 2224 Cody. The J stands for Jedi, because when I was a kid, I gave my Commander Cody figure a lightsaber and a cloak, and I called him Jedi Clone Commander Cody, so that's where JCC2224 comes from. Really cheesy, really stupid, but whatever. I've had this account for, like, almost trying to think, almost 10 years now, so yeah, just deal with it. Do you like roofies in your drinks, man? Roofies in your drinks? That's an old meme from my advent calendar videos. No, I don't. I really don't appreciate roofies in my drinks. Please, Bill Cosby, don't come to my house and put roofies in my drinks. Would you see a Jar Jar Binks spinoff? Of course, that's just a joke, you know. There really isn't a proper answer to that, but... yes, Star Wars spin-off movies, I'm worried they're going to get to a point that's so redundant that I just stop caring. Who knows? Like, this Han Solo movie I have, like, very little interest in, but who knows? If you could have any Hasbro release any figure, what would it be? I don't know. Like, there's a lot of figures I want. Like, Hasbro release anything? I'm talking about maybe Transformers. I'd love to see, you know, all of the original G1, like, you know, seasons 1 through 3 guys get made. Those would be cool. You know, I don't know. A new Unicron. I'd like a new mold Unicron. I don't know. What do you think is the better story arc out of the unfinished episodes from the Clone Wars? I didn't watch any of the unfinished episodes, and I probably never will. I did watch the Bad Batch because, ugh, God, I regret watching that. I don't know. Like, none, I guess, because I didn't watch any. You know, I'm not a huge fan of the Clone Wars, so naturally I didn't watch them, so yeah, whatever. So on that down note about me not really being in love with the Clone Wars and watching everything from it, we are done with the Q&A. This thing is so long. Wow. Thanks for sticking throughout the whole video, guys. I really appreciate it, especially given how you didn't really have too much to look at besides, you know, the questions and, you know, various things on the screen. Yeah, guys, that is it with this video. I'm going to head off. I'm going to edit this thing. It's going to take forever, but that's why I'm filming it a little earlier, so I can get it done for you guys. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Check my Facebook and Instagram pages if you have a chance. Have a good day, guys, and I just want to say, I talked about it a little earlier on the video, the support I'm getting on my channel recently, it's crazy. I'm getting lost for words. I've been talking so long that I'm starting to get tongue-tied. I appreciate all the support. It's getting a little overwhelming, and it's getting to it's awesome though. Like, I don't have a problem with it being overwhelming. It's just, yeah, just imagine if the channel gets bigger. Yikes. Yeah, guys, I just want to say it's a little surreal for me. I appreciate it. That's pretty much it, guys. Have a good day, and as always, may the Force be with you. Bye.